I can stand up here all day and tell you about this gentleman, but 3 pages I have to read to you tonight are the letter that I wrote to the board requesting him to be considered. I would like to respectfully submit Kenneth R. Lane for consideration to the Virginia USBC Hall of Fame under meritorious service. There's a lot of Hall of Famers that have bowled their way into the Hall of Fame here in Virginia. This is not the case for Kenny. He's not a 200 average bowler, nor is he a 600 plus bowler. If he bowls a 200 or 600, he'd be on a bowling cloud forever. High games and high sets are not his thing. Kenny is a very humble and laid-back kind of guy. He's a natural-born leader. He has served on various leagues as league secretary, and this is a job that no one wants, but it is the most important job on the league board. It should only go to the most trusted person in the league and one who is willing to give extra time to see that everything is right with the league sheets. It's a thankless job and it takes a humble person to do it, but nobody wants it. Kenny has all these qualities and more, and has always stepped up to the plate and shows it in everything he does. He has also served as league vice president and president on many occasions. Again, nobody wants these jobs, but he steps up to the plate to serve and give up himself for his fellow bowlers to do a thankless job because it needs to be done. Most people don't realize how much time it takes for a league position or association position. Kenny knows the responsibility and has shown it time after time. He has a very supportive family, and his wife and son are both bowlers. They also understand the responsibility that he has taken on. Kenny has also served on the USBC board in every position at least once. He's the biggest reason I got involved in the association board. He's also gotten a lot of others involved in bowling, league officers and association officers. Everyone who has served anytime or anywhere has enjoyed the time they've worked with him and have always learned something from him. He never jumps into anything without thinking about it fully and who and how it will affect and what's best for everyone involved. I'm sure that he comes from his many years as a police officer, a police investigator, and his heart. Ken was bowling a couple of years ago in a different house, and his foot stuck and he took a bad fall and broke a number of ribs. Despite the broken ribs and pain, he continued to serve on the board in his association duties, even though he wasn't up to bowling. As soon as his ribs healed, he was back on the lanes again. Even though he was very gun-shy on the approach, he stepped up, rolled the ball, and got his game and confidence back. Kenny's never been a quitter at anything he's ever done. He served as the Allegheny Bath USBCA president for 8 years in the last stretch, and that was the years that ABC and WIBC merged to USBC. It was a hard transition for all of us, and the things had to be done by the book, to the letter, cross all the T's and dot all the I's. Kenny's seen to this. He led our board with all the confidence of a good president. He made the transition, and it was all due to a great board, great leadership with Kenny at the helm. When our president suddenly resigned, again, Kenny stepped up to the plate, took the helm, and led our association again. Kenny has been on the Land Inspection Committee for the last 8 or more years. He's always there faithfully to help us get the lanes done so we can get to bowling. Again, giving of his time to help the committee and serve in a thankless job. Most don't even ever know it gets done. Kenny was always there when he's needed. He never turns his back on a friend in need or never takes his duties lightly in the performance of them. I'm proud to have served many years with him many aspects of league offices, associations and offices, and all the committees that we served on together. I'm proud to call him friend, mentor, and big brother. There's not another bowler in the state of Virginia that deserves induction any more than Kenny. Thank you.
Good job, Mike. Good job.
Come on up, Kenny.
Don't be shy.
You're in the spotlight now. First thing we have for you, we have a Virginia State USBC Hall of Fame jacket. And you knew the lady just put me on the back. She did a good job. Next, we have a plaque from Virginia State USBC Hall of Fame. Congratulations, sir.
Not done yet.
We're going to have your hands full. Now we have a certificate for you from Virginia State USBC also.
And then on behalf of USBC, we also have a recognition certificate for joining the Hall of Fame for Virginia State. Congratulations.
Now, you ready for this, Mike?
Thank you very much. I really do truly appreciate what's happened here tonight. These two people to my right, we've served long and hard together and accomplished several things that a small area like us could get done. And many of us had to do those jobs time and time again. And I promised Robbie that I wouldn't talk too awful long, and because she knows sometimes I get wound up and somebody has to stop me. But what I really want to do is start off by thanking my wife and my family for the time that I took away from them and doing the things that I did with the ball. And thank Robbie, Mike, and I'd also like to thank the USBC State Association, and more especially the Hall of Fame for inducting me into this tonight. And I will tell you that it's been a long year, and when I got this news, it was very much needed. And I have not been able to bowl for over a year, and don't know whether I ever will be again or not, but this really means a lot to me, and I thank everybody who had anything at all to do with it. And I hope you all have a good evening. Thank you very much.